Hey guys, welcome to Poor Man Mods. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Bauer belt sander that you can get from Harbor Freight. You may or may not have seen my other Harbor Freight reviews that I've done in the past. I mainly do automotive tutorial videos on this channel, but I do occasionally do tool review videos as well. So if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. That'll really help me out. And the reason I got this belt sander is I recently moved into a new workspace, and one vital piece of equipment that I didn't have here was a good belt sander. And I have heard good things about this Bauer belt sander, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm gonna unbox it and do a review video for you guys. Harbor Freight has definitely stepped up their game and come a long way over the past few years, so I'm definitely looking forward to using and reviewing this belt sander. So let's get out the knife and get this thing open. Definitely a little bit smaller than I was expecting. It came with a piece of wood, and I'm also assuming this piece of wood is just a test piece for once you get it started, so you don't test out with your fingers. It already comes with a belt and a disc on it, but a little bit of assembly required, so let's get that stuff installed. So the pieces that we got here that we have to install are the work table, the fence for up top, and the miter gauge. Should be very, very simple. But it is nice that it does come with a disc and a belt already on there. It secures with this bolt. The instructions show that there's a washer on it, but mine did not come with a washer, so I had to use my own. No big deal. And now, with this bolt, you do have an adjustable table, and you have an angle gauge right here to tell you the angle that you're sanding at, if you need to know. This miter gauge isn't really a part that needs installing. You can use or not use it, but it does go on the table here, and it allows you to slide your workpiece across the disc, and if you loosen this knob, you can change the angle of it, and of course there's an angle gauge on here as well. And the last thing that needs installed is this fence that saves your fingers or your workpiece from getting sucked into this part of the machine. And it is slotted, so you can adjust the height of it. Very good. And it did come with this Allen wrench, so that's pretty handy. Now we're ready to go. And before we get going, I'll point out just a few more features. This is really handy right here. A lot of these belt sanders do not have this. This is a port to hook your shop vac up to suck the dust out, to capture the dust so you don't make a mess everywhere. Without this, your dust will just go flying all over the room, make not even a pile, it's gonna put a film over everything. So if you don't mind the extra noise when you're belt sanding, you can hook your shop vac up here and capture all the dirt and debris. And that's gonna be a really, really nice feature that I'll probably use every time because I hate cleaning up. So that'll make cleaning up mega easy. To change the orientation of the belt, whether you want it laying down, standing, or somewhere in between, very easy to adjust. It kind of locks in place at the top and bottom, but if you want to use it in the middle somewhere, right here is a bolt that you can tighten to lock it in place. So now you could safely use it at this 45-degree angle, and you can just loosen it a little bit, and then you're back to adjusting it for top and bottom. And clearly, as you can see here, this is a 4-inch wide belt, 36 inches long, and here is your side-to-side adjuster for your belt. And here's a pretty cool feature also. If you want to lock this machine out other than unplugging it, it's got this insert that you can pull out of the on switch, and when you remove this, it will not work. You cannot turn the machine on or off. Just to satisfy curiosity, we'll take the belt guard off here and see what's inside. It does have metal pulleys, they are not plastic, and this bolt right here on the bottom is the belt tensioner. So if this belt does snap on you, it is serviceable. Just for reference, I do have the Bauer shop vac, the smaller one. I believe it's a 6-gallon, and the hose for it is too small for this belt sander. So if you have this shop vac, you'll need an adapter to make this work, not a problem. I'm sure tape will work, but I might even 3D print something. And in case you were wondering, the outside diameter is 2.5 inches. That should work beautifully. Got some heavy square tubing here made out of mild steel, an aluminum rod that has been mushroomed that I want to fix, and we'll use the wood test piece that they sent us. So this is going to be pretty loud, you won't be able to hear me, so I guess a music montage is in order while I go to town on these. So right now I'm going to put this square tubing just flat on the belt right here and put a bunch of pressure down and see how much force it takes to either slow it down or completely stop it, just to see how powerful it is. I would say it probably takes 25 to 30 pounds of downward force to stall this out. So I don't think typically you're going to be putting that much weight on here or that much pressure, but it was just interesting to see that test. Let's change positions, shall we? All right, that was pretty fun, and I would say for the price, this thing did incredibly well. Vibration was not a problem at all. If you didn't notice, this thing is sitting on like a scratch and dent kitchen cabinet, and it does rock. It's not secured to the floor, and vibration was not a problem at all for this thing. It ran quite smooth. Bit disappointed about my shop vac not working perfectly with this, but if you saw in that one clip, I showed the difference of the debris going in here with the vacuum on and off. So when your vacuum is on, it creates a suction zone right here and just pulls all of your debris right in here and prevents you from making an absolute mess like I did. But it doesn't suck anything from the disc, only from the belt right here. But that's still a very useful feature that I'm super glad it has, and I'm definitely gonna 3D print an adapter to make my hose fit perfectly to this belt sander. For the price, this belt sander definitely impressed me. It was a little bit smaller than I was expecting when I took it out of the box, but for the price, you really can't beat it. But if you are just a DIYer, or if you're a prosumer, this is absolutely a belt sander to consider, especially for the price and the features that it has. Like I said, a lot of them don't have this vacuum port, which cleanup takes time, and time is money. So if you can avoid a mess and keep your work area cleaner, I'd say that's an absolute win. When I was putting this on the belt, I didn't notice the belt really slowing down. Like putting pressure on it, it didn't seem to slow down, but once you got to like a certain critical pressure point, it just bogged down the motor. It is very lightweight and portable. I'm gonna be keeping it on this cabinet. This is gonna be my sanding station in my workshop, but you can easily take this to a job site if you're like a handyman or a carpenter or whatever. This is definitely light enough for you to put in your van and haul around. It's not heavy at all. And also being lightweight, if you don't have a permanent stand like I'm going to have, you can easily store this like on the floor underneath your workbench and then lift it up and put it on top of your workbench. That's what it's really designed for, but there are holes in the base for you to secure it to a permanent workstation if you want. But yeah, I mean, those are definitely the pros of it. It's you know, I was slightly disappointed that it was on the smaller size, but that helps out with its lightweight and portability for you to take it pretty much anywhere. This is definitely a tool that is a worthwhile investment if you're gonna be doing any kind of fabricating, whether it's with wood or aluminum or you're building an exhaust, fabricating car parts, whatever. This is gonna save your butt so much time and effort, especially for the price. You absolutely can't beat it. A tool like this is absolutely an investment, and for the price point, in my opinion, I think this is a worthwhile investment. I'm very excited to be adding this to my workshop. I have gone way too long without a belt sander, and once you have one or have access to one, you're gonna wonder how you lived without it. So super excited about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.